up, guys? It's GA Glazer here, and I glaze Great America, as you can see, as my other videos slash shorts. And today we're gonna be ranking all 16 coasters at Great America, and Six Flags Great America in Gurnee is my home park. So yeah, and all of these are my personal rankings. So let's get right into it, everybody. 16. We have Sprocket Rockets, and this is so low because it's just a kids ride and it's not very thrilling, and the theming is just awful. So number 16 is Sprocket Rockets. So my number 15 is Little Dipper, and it's just one spot ahead because I actually find it more enjoyable and it's historic. So it's a PTC Woody that was relocated from Kitty Lane, I think, to Six Flags Great America in 2010. So it gets a slight edge, but again, it's still a kid coaster. So number 15 is Little Dipper. So my number 14 is the Joker, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate this one, and I just hate the spinning, and I kind of hit my head on the headrest a couple of times, and it requires them to only dispatch one train at a time now, I think, but I just hate it. It hurts my head a lot, and the Joker is going in number 14. So coming in at number 13, we have the Dark Knight, and it's basically just a wild mouse in a dark box, and there's not much to it, and I think they got a little bit of upgrade with the theming, but I guess that's a plus. But I'll ride it once a season maybe, but I'll obviously ride it if it's like raining, but sometimes the line is too long for my liking, but it's still better than the Joker though. But yeah, Dark Knight, number 13. Coming in at number 12, we have Superman, the Flying B&M coaster. To me, this is one of the worst B&M coasters at Great America, and I kind of find it boring. But the only good part of the ride is the pretzel loop, and it's really intense, and the rest of the ride is kind of mid, and sometimes at the end you can get stuck in a flying position and wait for the other train to go up. But yeah, it's kind of mid, so I put Superman at number 12. So the last ride outside the top 10 for me is Wizard, sadly, and this is actually a really enjoyable family coaster, and it's kind of intense, but not really. And you get super close to the ground, and you can interact with the water. And the helix at the end is very nice, and the seats are very comfortable. You can't get much better trains than these. And so yeah, number 11 is Wizard. Okay, so now here comes the top 10. So top 10 for me is Vertical Velocity, and I'm pretty sure they did have blue and yellow paint, and everyone was saying that one was better, but I like the red and yellow better. And the launch is really intense, and when you're in the back row, the back spike is wicked, and the airtime floater is awesome, and I just love staring back down on the ground. So my number 10 is Flash Vertical Velocity. Okay, so my number 9 is Demon, and this one I had a soft spot for, and it was obviously one of the first rides here. And the airtime in the back row is so good, and the airtime is amazing. The loops are intense, the tunnel with the lights are amazing, and the only downside is that in the middle of the ride when you go up the block break, and the corkscrews I don't even mind, and you just kind of gotta learn to ride the corkscrews over time. So yeah. So Demon and number 9. So my number 8 spot is X-Flight, the Parks B&M Wing Coaster. I really like the restraints because it can be very uncomfortable, and I'm not really a fan of the B&M vests. They could get super tight, and it really makes the ride hard to enjoy. And I like the inline twist when you go through the building, and yeah, I like the theme of being an aircraft, so X-Flight, number 8. Number 7, I have Viper. This is where we can get a little controversial, so don't get me wrong, the airtime is awesome. It's a classic ride. It will always be one of my favorites at the park. But when it comes down to putting these rides in a list, I gotta throw it at number 7, and because there's so many better other rides than Viper, and whether you're in the front or back, you get a lot of airtime, and it's honestly insane. So it definitely has the most airtime out of any of the Woodies at the park, but the rides above it, I slightly prefer a tiny bit, but number 7, I got Viper. So my number 6 coaster is going to be American Eagle, specifically the red side, because, I mean, it's a classic. Red side just has the better advantage. So, I mean, when they race, red has the advantage when they go down the hill. And blue side always has too many straight tracks, and red side has a lot of airtime hills. I really like that, and the helix is really awesome. And then when you're driving on the highway to get there, you can see American Eagle while you're driving. I think that's pretty cool. So number 6, American Eagle, red side. So my number 5 is Wrath of Rakshasa, the 2025 B&M dive coaster. When I first rode it, I got front row, and I was really scared. But the pacing is incredible. The lift hill gets you up there pretty quick, and the sky, when you're driving, you can see it. The skyline just looks amazing, and I do like the Force. Yeah, I think it's really overrated now, because it's just a drop, and then the inversions kind of just carry it after that. So my number 5 is Wrath of Rakshasa. So coming in at number 4, I got the RMC wooden coaster, Goliath. This used to be my number 3, but I mean, I think since the year was open outside for the first few months, as residency bias again kicked in a little bit, but for me, it's not my number 1 favorite, but I know it's a lot of people's number 1 favorite, and I respect that. But I just think there's too many weak moments on this ride compared to others. Both turnarounds, honestly, don't do anything. Drop is great. My second favorite moment is definitely the airtime hill, then the dive loop, then the stall. So yeah, my number 4 is Goliath. So coming in at my number 3, I have Max Force. I'm pretty sure this ride gets you from 0 to 79 miles per hour in like 1.6 or 8 seconds. But I hate waiting in that line for a 15-second ride. But I mean, their compressed launch is the best launch of all time, in my opinion. But I like the stomach, gut, and chest feeling or punch you get. The rest of the ride's alright. I mean, the G roll is pretty cool. The dog tongue though is pretty cool. And it's pretty intense also. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's Max Force was a little longer, but yeah, number 3 is Max Force. So, coming in at number 2, I have the world's first inversion coaster, Batman the Ride. Call me crazy, but this Batman the Ride is my top 25 coaster of all time. The pacing is ridiculous, multiple blackout moments, it never gets old. Yeah, definitely my number 2. I don't think it'll remove there unless Great America gets rid of Eagle or something and gets a Giga coaster or an immediate multi-launch coaster. But in my opinion, Batman is not moving from my number 2 spot, but yeah, this was the world's first inverted coaster, and the theming is ridiculous. It is awesome. But yeah, Batman is my number 2. So if you haven't figured it out by now, number 1 is Raging Bull. It's a fan favorite. This has always been my favorite ride in the park. The airtime in the back is amazing. The airtime in the back seat is diabolical on the drop coming off the block break and the airtime hills. The whole second half of the ride I think is amazing, and I actually love that it's a hyper twister too, and it just gives the ride some flavor. And not every B&M hyper has that, and it's really smooth. And yeah, this was my first ever major coaster I've ever ridden, so honestly this is my number 1 for me. And yeah, Raging Bull, number 1. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Like and subscribe on this vid, and comment if you have any opinions. But again, these are my opinions, and yeah, let me know if you guys want me to make more of these. But yeah, this is my home park, so I'm gonna be a little biased. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.